Yes, sir. We are here, man. LBT, the YouTube MVP, talking to my yappers, man. What's going on with y'all? Y'all see the title. Y'all know already know what we all be chatting about, yapping about, talking about, man. Don't play with it, man. Welcome to the new era of this channel. If you're new here, you're welcome here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we gonna get lit going forward on this channel, man. We're gonna be having lots of fun. I'm gonna be doing like fun stuff on this channel on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? Getting serious, doing breakdowns, doing analyses, doing reviews, doing so much. Okay, I got a lot of stuff planned for this channel. I got so much stuff mapped out, but I want to kick this off in the way that a lot of y'all were introduced to me. Okay, so look, yeah, man. I got this idea to do a bracket. I'm sure a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, have done brackets before where y'all, you know, you picking who's better. Well, this is the opposite. See, we're doing a bracket. We're doing 100 people. And this is for the worst rapper. So by the end of this, we should have our answer on who I think the worst rapper is. Hell, y'all may disagree with me. Y'all may say, oh, okay, LBT, you tripping. This person's definitely a little worse. Well, that's what that comment section is for, man. Get down there and start yapping, man. Start yapping to me. Let me know how y'all feel about my picks. You feel me? So, beyond any case, man, we're going to kick this off. And of course, you know, subjective, objective, but we trying to come corrective. You feel me? So, let's go ahead and get started, man. Oh my God, ooh. Ice Spice versus Kid. So look, the whole goal here is I'm supposed to pick whoever I think is worse. I'm only picking the person that is worse. So, I mean, this first one being Ice Spice versus Kid, like, okay, Kid is bad, okay? But I'm not gonna lie to y'all at all. Ice Spice, like, okay, there are a few factors that can save some people, like, you know what I'm saying, if I've heard some things that I enjoy from time to time, if they're objectively better, subjectively better, you know what I'm saying, if they've made enjoyable hits, like hits that I think are enjoyable, you know, then obviously there's stuff that can annoy, you know what I'm saying, hurt them, like if they have an annoying voice, if they make bad quality music, if they lack consistency, stuff of that nature, man. So look, that being said, I cannot by all accounts tell you that I have listened to Kid. That I listen to Kid on a consistent basis. So, but from what I have heard, because I can't remember what I have heard, he is not the best rapper. But by all accounts, he is definitely better than Ice Spice. So Ice Spice will be going forward. Katie Got Bands versus Demon Dice. Oh, shit. Oh, God, man. Fuck. We're only on the second one, and this shit is, oh my God, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. As bad as I think Katie Got Bands is, Demon Dice is like dead ass unlistenable. So we're gonna go with her. Flight versus Rick Ross. Oh shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Rick Ross may be talking bullshit for the most part on his songs, but he is definitely better than Flight React. So Flight, you're gonna take that out. Jocelyn versus Soldier Kid. Soldier Kid, his voice is annoying as fuck to me. I think that's his main drawback. His voice being super annoying. Jocelyn, I'm not gonna lie to you at all. Jocelyn's ego gets in the way of her success. But when I listen to both of these, like if there was a song with these two in it, you know what I'm saying, Jocelyn featuring Soldier Kid, I'm gonna come into that song expecting Soldier Kid to carry. And that's sad, actually. Soldier Kid is not good. Like, I've kept up with his music. Like, Kid, I have like admittedly not kept up too much. Soldier Kid, I do check up on from time to time. He has not really improved too much. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Even with that being said, I would much rather listen to Soldier Kid absolutely just wreck my peace than ever have to listen to anything that. Okay, we picking Jocelyn, man. Dave Blunt versus Adam Calhoun. Yo, this is crazy. Does he have a fucking picture of Lean? This is crazy, bro. What the fuck is it? Oh my god. Man. Adam Calhoun, and I got this slang from this guy on Instagram that I watch. But Adam Calhoun makes burger music. Like, it's crazy. He makes burger music. It's the wildest shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's just the corniest shit ever. Subjectively, he might be like decent, but like oh my god, it's like the same problem that Tom McDonald and Dax have. They're just super corny. It's not like they lack the fundamentals to rap. They're just so fucking corny. Dave Blunt, on the other hand, he has vocals, but like his subject matter I don't agree with. The idea of Dave Blunt I don't like personally, but I don't know. I've always advocated for him to like be healthy one day. So who's worse? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give this one to Adam Calhoun. So Adam Calhoun, you going to the next round, bro. Yachty versus Max P. Yeah, this is fairly easy, actually. Yachty actually has a few songs that I've enjoyed. So Max P, you going to the next round, brother. Lil Xan versus Chanel West Coast. Okay. we're really getting deep with this shit. Chanel West Coast has the distinction of having one of the most annoying voices. And it's like, it's not even close when it comes to like certain, like we talking about certain rappers. Lil Xan, I've like said that I don't agree that he should have been canceled, as I've said that on numerous occasions. But this is a new era, so I'll make that known again. I think that Lil Xan's cancellation was absolutely fraudulent. I do not like the fact that he was canceled because he said that Tupac's music was boring. And then people pointed out that his music's boring. Well, that could have been the case. That still is, it's like, that's like breaking into your house. That's like you're eating some cereal and some Kellogg's cereal. You say, I don't like this, and Kellogg's breaks into your house and takes all your cereal away. You're no longer allowed to eat any cereal. It's like, what the fuck are we doing right now? So, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how he got canceled for that. But all the same, like, he has made decent music. I think Chanel West Coast has never made a good song. She literally, like, she may have a one enjoyable song, possibly, but I shit. Good music is hard to find. So Chanel, welcome to the next round. Shine versus oh my, Shelton Benjamin? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh shit. OT Genesis, I like his energy in his music. Shine, I ain't gonna lie, Shine is hard. It's all right now. Yeah, Shine. Welcome to the next round, dog. French Montana versus Plies. Yo. Oh my god. French Montana versus Plies. French Montana has had the distinction of being one of the worst rappers for just about a decade now. Just about. People have had the same opinions on him for so long. And it's not like I don't want to change. Like, here's my thing, guys. I don't want to keep saying that people are trash. I want to go into their listening to their music with an open mind and saying, okay, they got better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gunna would have made my list once upon a time if he didn't naturally improve. I think he's improved. So I don't think he's one of, like, I just used to think he was boring. I don't think he's boring anymore. So like going forward, like I of course I'm gonna keep listening to people's music with an open mind, but my goal isn't to not go into it like, oh, please come on, French Montana, be bad, be bad. I want you to make bad music so I can put it in my videos. I don't do that. I would love for there to be a realm where nobody has a worst album, but naturally there has to be a worst anything, or at least bad stuff, things that are worse than good. So while I believe the worst is you know what I'm saying, subjective, it's just French Montana, man, just literally does not improve. He's kept the same formula for so long, and it's absolutely infuriating. It's like, when are you going to just be good at music? Like, there's never even been a stretch where I've been like, okay, he's cooking a little bit, but no, it's just consistently mediocre to average, below average to just bad, just to absolute trash music. And it's unfortunate. Plies, on the other hand, at the very least, is entertaining. I find Plies entertaining, but French Montana's not entertaining. He's not captivating. Nothing of the sort. I mean, he could swing a good hook every now and then. And that's cool, but like, you're a rapper. You're not a hype man. You're not Swamp Izzo. You're not jumping on songs going, oh well, you know, saying 2 or 3 things. You're not DJ Khaled. That's not you. You're a rapper. You go from second 0 to 4 minutes out from time to time to let us know if you're good or not, to share your art. And for the better part of 20 years now, you have been one of the absolute most forgettable rappers. So I'm sorry, but I'm going with French Montana here. YB and Namir and Little Twist. So Lil Twist went viral last year for having a decent verse. He sounded like Lil Wayne. I haven't checked out any music after that fact, but I know what I've heard before the fact. And Lil Twist, while it's just with him, it's just disappointment, because like the stigma going into his career was he was Lil Wayne's successor. I mean, they had him join Young Money as a child, so it's like, you know, the expectations, or a teenager, should I say, the expectations, like, it's, you know, it was there. People waited. People waited. You wait on teenagers to, well, what? Whoa. Pause this, you know what I'm saying? Not Drake, but you wait on teenagers to show you what they can really do. Pause, just pause all that. And that goes doubly for YB and Namir. You know, we found out about him when he was 17, 16, you know, and now he's a grown ass man, and he's really, like, he's nothing now. So look, I want to just say to everybody out there, okay? Yes, I said once upon a time that Soul Train was a guilty pleasure of mine. That does not excuse the fact that this motherfucker is not good at rapping. But I sense improvement. He's made bad songs. Do I think he's one of the worst rappers of all time? I cannot sit here, like, for some of these rappers, I cannot sit here and truly tell you that they make sense. When like, it doesn't make sense when it comes, like, when I say worst rapper of all time, YB and Namir. That doesn't make sense. I don't believe that. Worst rapper of all time, Lil Twist. I somehow can kind of buy that a little bit. So with that being said, I'm picking Lil Twist here. Smoke Perp and Big KLIT. Yeah, man. I don't like saying that word. I ain't gonna lie. It just sounds disgusting. Smoke Perp, super disappointing. He's somebody I actually held out some type of hope for, because he just had a fun sound, but he just never improved. He never got better. He never did. Big female underwear underneath the man, big clit, dog. Yeah, look, she's just, her music is satirical. Okay? You listen to her music and you don't judge it off face value because she does not take her career seriously. She's not going into her music with the mindset of surpassing Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim and Lauryn Hill. She's not trying to do that. She's not trying to be the next best in her field. She's just dead ass making very, very disturbing music. She's just making, like, you just look at her. No picture I've ever seen of Big Clit, and she's never ever like looked serious, ever, not one time. So, I mean, there's a semblance of talent that rests within both of these artists, but who do I feel like has outshined the other? I do feel like Big Clit could wrap circles around Smoke Perp. So, we're gonna go with Smoke Perp here. That's actually sad as hell. Dax versus PP Cocaine. Yeah, dog, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got some harsh shit to say about both of these motherfuckers. It is fate that they ran into each other here on this damn tournament. This is crazy. Dax may be one of the corniest rappers ever. Seriously. Cornier than, like, think of the corniest rapper you then ever heard, multiply it by times 2. That's Dax. Dax is he's so corny. So damn corny. He's corny as shit. But he has the fundamentals of a rapper. He does. I will say that, and I will stand on that. He has the fundamentals of a rapper. He's just not a very good one at the same time. He can rap fast. Like, he does all the corniest tropes. I feel like it's like a gold mine for views because he knows how corny he is. Last year, he was doing the whole, dressed as Joker shtick. And I guess he had that little thing going where, you're in pain. I could tell by what you're saying. And then, the person on the left side would say some equally corny bars, maybe not, I don't know. There's some people that did a decent job on that beat. I just think being next to Dax just automatically makes you a cornball, but maybe not, you know what I'm saying? And then we got Pop Cocaine. Now, look, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to say her name. Is it Pop Cocaine? Is it PP Cocaine? Are the P silent? Is it P Cocaine? Is it, like, I don't know. And I hate saying her name. I do. But one thing that I can wholeheartedly agree on, this girl, she's a disappointment, man. Her career, she doesn't make good music. She don't even have a good OnlyFans. Like, it's sad over there. I don't know what she's got going on. I do not. I don't. So I'm picking her because at least Dax can rap. This girl can't rap. She's not entertaining. Like, she has good energy. Good enough energy. But there's no bars. There's no cadence. There's nothing to follow. Nothing. It's baseless, loud, junky, I'm a fake freak music. She's a fake freak. For sure. Lil Scrappy versus Sofago. This one ain't even worth talking about. This one's fairly easy, actually. That's Sofago. YB and Almighty J versus Casher Quan. Casher Quan, man. Oh my god. Naquan spelled wrong. It's supposed to be Quon. That's crazy, man. Okay, so Casher Quan, like, obviously it's like troll music. He's not supposed to be rapping on beat for the most part, He, like, it's supposed to be funny bars. Everyone on this list should be rappers that take their craft seriously. Not rappers, like, you're not gonna see Submarine Man or Rich White Male or Ice JJ Fish on here, because like and look, Ice JJ Fish said he was serious, and he was actually, no dude, if he was on this, if he was on like qualified for this shit, it would be too damn easy. Okay, it would. So no, he's not here. You're not gonna see him here. If you were waiting to see him here, I'm telling you right now, he would have swept everybody. Except maybe like 2 people. I'm not too certain. But YBN Almighty J. Yeah, this is easy, man. I'm sorry. Catcher Quan, you got it, bro. Krishan Rock versus... What the fuck? Oh my god, he looks like if EDP lost weight. And that's crazy, because like Lento's big here. What the fuck, bro? And then, oh my god, what the fuck? Whoa, no, I didn't mean to. Fucking hell, dog. Well, you know what? She was the right answer anyways. 6ix9ine versus Lance. Damn, I went to look at that damn picture of Krishan. Fuck. 6ix9ine versus Lance. So, Lance has actually improved a lot. Like, and like, he went from being like prospectively one of the absolute worst rappers of all time to just being bad, or just being below average, I could say. Like, he stopped the whole like the whole like hyperventilating stuff. Like, he stopped doing that, and he actually started using his real voice. He stopped like the over production on his voice, and that's cool, because like I heard, him do a song before, his real voice, like freestyling, and it actually sounded decent. So I'm glad that he's trusting in his own ability and not like just going for jokes now. So I can appreciate that. So yeah, shout out to Lance. 6ix9ine. I like a few of his songs, I do, but like there's definitely a quality drop with him. And I don't like when artists try too hard to feed into the, you're mad, I'm popular despite you being mad. It's like, okay, dude, but like, why are they mad? Like, can you remind us why they're mad at you? Like, you're an alleged pedophile. You're an alleged pedophile. You're a snitch. You're a fake tough guy, and you run from everybody. That's why they're hating on you, dude. That's like, what are we talking about right now? And you're not, and to add up, you're not a good person. Yes, people are hating on you for good reason. You're not even like trying to prove that you can be better. You're not trying, like, I'm one that's gonna tell you, if at the very least, if you try to be a better person and people hate on you trying to be a better person, then that's not fair, to that person trying to be better. But that's not 6ix9ine. He's not trying to be a better person. He's not trying to be a good Samaritan. He's just a dickhead. From start to finish, he's just a dickhead. But yeah, man, music-wise, right? I don't like that trope, because him and DaBaby do that a lot, where they're like, you're mad at me, but I'm still getting tons of money. Like, not the same kind of money, but you're getting money, I guess. Like, you have to. You have no choice to. Like, you're contractually obligated to make some type of damn money, I suppose. If you don't return their money, then you won't be making shit else. But, whatever. Lance, I ain't gonna lie, is definitely objectively worse than 6ix9ine. So, sorry, Lance. Xenocar versus 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is super whack to me. There's probably gonna be a few people on here that you're like, why did they even qualify? Yeah. Y'all could take that up with me in the comment section. Yap, you know what I'm saying? And I'll get to y'all. I will respond to each and every single comment that I see in the comment section. I am not one of those content creators that, skimp out and not respond, or at the very least, like, I read everything, okay? So do know that I do read everything. I do see everything. If I don't respond, I just chose not to respond. Or you said something really stupid and I'm not going to respond. Or, maybe there's a chance that I don't see it because I have my notifications off, because there are times where I do get a lot of notifications. But yeah, let me know who you don't agree with being down here, and of course, we'll talk about it. I'll tell you why they're here. 2 Chainz, man. So just whack ass bars. Very basic. Very basic. I've always been under the belief that the 2 Chainz has always been one of the most overrated in the game. So much so that I believe that he is actually one of the worst of all time, because it's like it's impossible how people like do not put the magnifying glass up to this guy and like look at how like just like minimal his talent is. But Zenokar, on the other hand, right? So this guy sounds like he's crying on every track, and it is absolutely infuriating. Like if you listen to like any song, I don't care. You can stop this video right now. Go listen to one of his songs. It sounds like like older songs, I'd say. It sounds like he's crying. It sounds like he's trying to like stop himself from crying. You know what? Actually, I'm not wasting the time. It's you. Rob 49 versus Smile. Oh my God, it's you. Lil B versus Lil Mama. Oh man, the little. Like I said, go in the comments. I already know y'all. Some of y'all just threw y'all hands up like, "What's the bass god doing here?" People had me under fire when I had him on my original worst 100 rappers video. Oh my God, it was shit. It was a storm down there. I think it was him and E40 that I had to like really like tell people like what my reasonings were. But Lil B objectively is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just he's one of the only rappers that don't have to put in an effort. It's like his real life personality somehow saves his music career. I like Lil B as a person. He's pretty fucking cool. Again, he's awesome. He follows me on damn Twitter, so like, you know what I'm saying? But that a follow from Twitter ain't enough to save your ass from getting talked about here. That's gonna mean more in a minute. Yeah. So look, I ain't gonna lie, man. Lil B can rap though. Sometimes when he decides to try. There's a lot of music though, a lot of times where he doesn't try, and it just sounds like a cool waste of time. If that makes sense. Like, you know, you support because, you know, you like the person, but it's like, I like my minute and 42 seconds back. Lil Mama, on the other hand, has never, not one time, made a song where I did not think about punching my TV. And that is theatrically, by the way. There's no artist that has ever made me so mad that I want to put my whole fist through my TV. But I'm not gonna lie, Lil Mama is just that annoying. Not gonna lie to you. There's never there's no improvement. There's nothing changing. Nothing. So I ain't gonna lie. This is for me just as much as it all is for y'all, because this is actually how I feel. But Lil Mama, you're going to the next round. For Sean versus yeah, JT, come on. Oh my God! The Island Boys! What the fuck? Yo, no, man. No way, bro. Nah, man. It's them anyways. It's literally them. It's not nothing to talk about. Romeo's was just super corny. Kid Boo versus Trippie Redd. I really gotta think about this one. No, I don't. It's you. Welcome to the next round, Kid Boo. Benzino versus Lil Mosey. Yeah, it's Benzino. Kodak versus Ruby Rose. Kodak versus... Are we fucking serious right now? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Man! Now, I ain't gonna lie, and we're gonna keep the picture here for a minute. Cause, you know what I'm saying, I can, you know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have found myself blanking out on like negative things to say about Ruby Rose because she's that fine. She's such Like, no nonsense, bro. No nonsense. No bullshit. I sit here and I announce Ruby Rose is legitimately a top 20 finest woman of all time. Not even joking to y'all. Take all the humans ever born in history. Ruby Rose is top 20 finest of all time. The goober, the absolute fucking goober that said that you could find her just walking around in the grocery store, please direct me to that grocery store. There's gotta be one of them in there that doesn't at least have Ruby Rose's morals. Because Ruby Rose is one of the shittiest people. I can admit that one. She's one of the shittiest humans of all time. But she is beyond, breaks the scale of bad. She is, if the general consensus is the bad bitches are 10 out of 10s, she's a fucking 15. She's a 15. You know what? Let me raise that to a 18. Just, so Drake doesn't agree. She's a 18 out of 10. Might as well be a damn 20 out of 10. Because my God, look at her. Look at this. If you don't have some type of horny thought in your head looking at her, I'm not gonna lie. You like, okay. So nothing needs to be said there. Despite me saying that, Ruby Rose, you are going to. Oh my God, Young Miami, we ain't even wasting time. Smoke Hijabi versus Blueface. Smoke Hijabi has one of the most annoying voices ever, and she doesn't sound like a rapper. Crazy enough, Blueface has that same thing, only his voice is annoying. He just doesn't sound like a rapper. He does entertain, though. I can say that much about Blueface. He can entertain in his music. But I don't feel like that is his main goal, because I think he's actually serious. Like, he's not joking here. This is really like the best he can do. So, but that being said, never have I ever sat there and said, yeah, I gotta turn this shit off, man. I don't even care what the point of this song was. I don't want to hear it. I've said that maybe 3 times when listening to Smoke Hijabi on the same song. So you're going to the next round. KSI versus what the fuck? What the hell, bro? Lil Pump, man. So I ain't gonna lie. As corny as KSI can be, nothing tops Lil Pump nowadays. Lil Pump, welcome to the next round. Lil Esco. Yeah, so I couldn't put a picture of a Lil Esco. I'm not showing him to y'all, like, on. No, I'm not doing that no more. After I got that fucking copyright strike, showing him getting pressed in that room. Yeah, no, I can't. No more. He's never getting shown ever again. So that's the best I got. That's who looks like Lil Esco to me. That's how he acts. Douchebag vaping Chris Griffin from the fucking Family Guy. Silk the Shocker, though. I ain't gonna. Yeah, we don't take this little kid on the next round. Block Boy JB versus Lil Baby. 2 guys that Drake made. Block Boy JB was in the news because he was like, I don't know why people are switching up on Drake. Of course you have that opinion, motherfucker. We wouldn't even be talking about you had Drake not make that song with you. That's insane. And then Lil Baby's the same. Like, without Drake, we don't know who Lil Baby is. We don't. And sure, if you're underground, you've been listening to The Wave and like the local guys that are supposed to be coming up and all that stuff, then sure. But on a global, local, on a global or international standpoint, we definitely wouldn't know who he is. Yeah, it's Block Boy JB. I can't even like sit here and like form a conversation where one of them are better than the other. Block Boy JB is one of the dumbest sounding rappers I've ever heard in my life. Entertaining though, but like, come on now. Rich the Kid versus Tyga. Rich the Kid versus Tyga. Tyga is a tryhard, I believe, in his music. He's a tryhard. Rich the Kid is not a tryhard, but he needs to try harder. It is apparent that, like, I'm not gonna lie, Rich the Kid is a rapper who I don't understand how I still hear things about. I'm not even gonna. How do we still, like, consume news on him? Why are there still media, like, pages telling us things about Rich the Kid? I don't get it. I don't understand. But between these two, yeah, he's worse for sure. Sweetie versus Icy Narco. So, I believe Sweetie has fundamentals to be a better artist, for sure. She won't apply it because she's getting fed all types of yes men ass responses from her fans saying that what she's doing is good enough. And a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, I may make a discussion video talking about it, but, like, you know what I'm saying, to begin that rant, I believe most women, when they listen to music, they don't actually really care about what's being said. Sadly enough, it doesn't even matter what type of woman we're talking about. It doesn't matter. You could be saying stuff like, I lick shit off of the wall. I lick spit off of your balls. Yeah, I suck on them all. I'm sucking them all. Yeah. Put those lyrics on a booming ass beat. It literally doesn't matter what the fuck the lyrics are talking about. It does not. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all at all. I think a lot of women care more for aesthetics and care more for vibes in music versus the actual substance of the music itself. It's not about music for the most part, but I will talk about that one day. We'll yap about that one day, talk about that one day, chat about that one day, but one day isn't today. So, you know what I'm saying? You'll have to wait, and you'll have to subscribe and turn on the notifications to see when I do drop that video. Yeah, man, look, Sweetie, Icy Narco, like, again, he's another tryhard, but, like, I can sit here and tell you that at the very least, I've gotten through one of his songs without, like, expecting what to hear next. And maybe that's because with Sweetie, she's like internationally, you know, known. Icy Narco is not. He was well on his way to becoming that way, but, you know, he's a cornball. But yeah, man, look, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why I'm wasting time here. It's her. V Nasty versus Pitbull. I mean, just look at the picture. Just look. A gun with an extendo clip next to a scale, tons of money, and weed. I ain't gonna lie, Pitbull. You're safe, bro. It's her. CJ versus MC Hammer. Oh, my lord. The way the C looks near MC, it makes it look like it's saying Mick Hammer. I ain't gonna lie, he would have got away with so much at McDonald's. That collab would have got him a little more money around that time. By the Mick Hammer. But anyways, yeah, there's not too much to say about CJ. I mean, repetitive is all hell. MC Hammer is very, very basic and has very empty bars. So, I mean, both of these guys, it's hard to really say who's worse because I'm not gonna lie. While CJ, at the very least, has very compelling energy with his music, MC Hammer has comparable energy. It's really more so who I really like, you know, I could get through their music at this point because they're kind of comparable. It's just different generations. But I could sit here and honestly say, I think at this point in my life, I would much rather listen to whatever the fuck MC Hammer's got going on. So CJ, you're going in the next round. That's actually crazy. Why? Oh my god! Why is he in the fucking trash can, yo? This shit is insane. What the fuck, bro? This shit is nuts. No way, bro. Okay. Look at Yo Gotti's fucking forehead. I don't care if I accidentally choose him either, because, like, it could be either one of these motherfuckers. His head, like, bro, he has so much. His, like, literally, I want someone to do this too. I want someone to crop just his forehead and put two of his forehead together. It's both, like, two of his forehead next together is about as big as Ruby Rose's ass. No bullshit. His forehead is massive. Just go bald, dog. Like, what are you even saving that little nonsense on the top of your head for anyways? Why? What is the point? Yo Gotti has made enjoyable vibes music. His bars, I do feel like he can't rap for shit. But, you know, YK Osiris, he has, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's you, dog. Ain't wasting time, bro. King versus Soulja Boy. Yeah. One thing I can say about Soulja Boy is at the very fucking least, I've enjoyed a Soulja Boy song or five. I have never, not one time, never. Like, it's you, bro. It's you. Cash Cobain versus Spot 'em Got 'em. Lord have mercy, save us. Man, y'all remember that era? Spot 'em Got 'em, where he just kept on making remixes to that to beatbox. Like, dude. Like, I mean, I'm glad it's over, because my God, he was trying to, like, I guess he kind of seen, like, the future. I guess he kind of knew, like, that was it for him. Like, there was not going to be nothing else for him after that. But, jeez, man, that was an annoying damn time. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, so Cash Cobain is, he's not good, like, at anything but making the beats behind what he's, like, doing. He's not entertaining. He's very boring. He has empty bars too. It just, I don't know. So I cannot believe I'm saying this. I actually enjoy Spot 'em Got 'em more than fucking Cash Cobain. So it's you. You're going next round, Cash. Bally Baby versus Tom McDonald. Woo. Oh my God. Wow. This is crazy, man. Yeah. No lie. Not even gonna lie to you, yo. Bally Baby is one of the most, like, irritating listens that I've ever had. Have had the fucking, like, torturing experience to have to hear. Tom McDonald, on the other hand, is in the Hall of Fame for how bad he is. Legit. In my mind, he is Hall of Fame shit. But Bally Baby is just that much, like, she's irritating too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like her. I don't like Bally Baby is, I think she's a tryhard too. For the women. Women don't really have too many tryhards, personally. But she's one, for sure. Tom McDonald has the distinction of corny rapper. He's one of the corniest rappers ever. Actually, if I may contradict something that I said earlier, I said that Dax was the most corny rapper of all time. I would like to go on record and say that I might have been wrong there. Because at the very least, Dax can kind of switch up his subject matter a little bit. Yes, he's always in his songs complaining about something or talking about how something could be this way. You know, I get that. Tom McDonald legitimately has been rapping about the same fucking topic for about half a decade. Almost 10 years of Tom McDonald has gone by, and this motherfucker has not switched up yet. Let me tell y'all something. If the personification, if you are looking for the personification of Republican grifting, it's this potato sucker. It's this dick licker. Is this fucking the nigga has hog tattooed underneath his bottom lip. Enough said. Enough said. Enough said. You have failed in every venture in life. You're a failed wrestler. You're a failed rapper. And you're and somehow you're not even doing the Republican grifting right because you're not even getting any hits from it. You're not. I don't give a fuck how many times you go number whatever on iTunes. That's not a Billboard hit, stupid. You don't get a plaque doing that. You don't get plaques for that. You don't. Contrary to what any person says, a hit, you don't have a hit unless it's on the Billboard. Enough said. You may have a street hit, you may have a little bop, but you ain't got no hit. So Tom, you ain't got no hits. You're not a success. Take the views on YouTube. We both cannot be shit, buddy. We both cannot be shit. That's fine. Those Republicans love you because you're saying something they agree with. The second you switch your topic matter, they're gone. They're gone. It is like if Trump was to come out and say, you know what? I actually like black people. I actually love the Mexican people. And I never believed there should have been a wall. ICE is a scam. Also, I only care about rich people. And one more thing. I was definitely on Epstein Island and I like kids. Quote that. Donald Trump likes kids. Yes, I'm saying this. Donald Trump, that is me. If he said that, well, actually, you know what? Never mind. Because Trump supporters are kind of like the Barbs. They'll follow their mindless fucking leader no matter what is said or done. Nothing short of killing a child or absolutely being on video fucking a kid. They'll still support. They'll still sit there and tell you, yeah, we're here. We love this guy. So look, Bali baby, I ain't gonna lie, you're safe, but you ain't that safe. Sexy Red versus 2020's Kanye. Jesus. Wow. Quote me right now. Quote me. Clip this and throw it in my face later. 2020's Kanye might be one of the most embarrassing rappers ever. Outside of Donda, this man has done nothing but shit the bed. Legit. Nothing has sounded good. The rants have sounded just as stupid as the music. It's starting not to work, dog. Sexy Red on the... Whoa. Hold the fucking phone. Golly. Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in? Fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Sexy Red, y'all, like, cover up the tattoos on her face. I ain't gonna lie. She looks good. And, I'm gonna record saying this. Sexy Red has actually improved a tiny amount. Kanye is like, he's falling apart. I ain't gonna say falling off because I don't think that'll ever happen. I'll just say falling apart. Yeah, man, it's never been more over than it has been with this man. It's not the same. I'm sorry, bro. It is not the fucking same anymore. But Sexy Red, look, Sexy Red, I do like her energy at the very least. She is entertaining. I don't like her influence on the youth, but that's up to the parents. If the parents don't intervene, that's whatever. But I am actually going to pick Sexy Red. Oh, whoa! Damn it. Fuck. I didn't mean to pick Sexy Red, actually. I wanted to pick 2020's Kanye. So I'm sorry, Sexy Red. So whoever you're going against next, I'm gonna save Sexy Red. I actually did not mean to pick her. I meant to pick Kanye. I actually like Sexy Red's personality a little bit. It's actually I'm warming up to Sexy Red a little bit, you know. Riff Raff versus Young Dro. I've said before that I like Riff Raff. I like his music, but honestly, just because I like him doesn't mean he's not a bad like. He's not saying a bunch of stupid shit. Young Dro, he's also not good. Young Dro has good energy at the very least. Riff Raff, his energy is good. He's entertaining. And I feel like with me, some artists I don't really care about face value. It's just like you got a good beat, you sound good on it. You know, some artists I can let that slide for, but you know, not too many. You know, it just really depends on what's going on. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, Riff Raff, it's you, bro. You're worse than Young Dro. Kid Trunks versus Lil Debbie. Man, where were all of you when Kid Trunks had admitted that he was lying about having lung cancer, and then he lied about getting shot? Like, this dude was on a please be sorry for me world tour. It's crazy, but I actually respect him for coming clean about it at least. But the fact that he had to lie about that in the first place is really scummy. But yeah, man. Honestly, both of these artists, yeah, man, it's I don't enjoy listening to it. So I'm you know, it's really a toss up between the both of these because they're kind of one and the same, honestly. I like literally one song from both artists. Who do I like least? You're worse, Kid Trunks. You're actually worse. Nick Cannon versus Bad Baby. Ugh. Look at you. You look nasty. Oh my God. What did you do to yourself? What the hell? Nick, it's you. You're worse. Because I actually don't mind Bad Baby that much. Trinidad James versus Stitches. Stitches, you're worse. Yayo versus Vanilla Ice. Holy shit. You know what? Controversial one here, but I think Yayo's worse. TJX6 versus Made in Tokyo. So remember when I said it doesn't matter if you follow me on Twitter? This is what I was referring to. Made in Tokyo follows me on Twitter. He has for a few years now. So I'm not going to pretend like we're good friends or anything, but he follows me on Twitter. But that has saved him in a video before. I refuse to talk crazy about him in a video because he followed me on Twitter. That is no longer the case. You may follow me on Twitter. You could be my goddamn brother. If you do something crazy or, you know, whatever the case may be, you're getting smoked too. Now I could give you grace, but I won't, ignore the fact anymore. X6 is another one of those, troll guys like Casher, Quan. But with Main Tokyo, like it's genuinely him not trying that hard. And I feel like that, like I heard a song from him recently, and it just was so infuriating to get past. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's got to be him. Because at the very least, TJ is entertaining. Krayshawn versus Pete. Oh my God. Yeah. Where is Ian Dior versus Stunner Girl. Industry Plant versus almost Industry Plant. Stunner Girl almost, boy. Ooh, I will never forgive y'all. I will never forgive y'all. But, yeah, man. Stunner Girl, I've gone on record, but again, new era, so I'll say it for the first time as LBT. You know what I'm saying? Stunner Girl has one of the most annoying voices I've ever heard. I do not like listening to her music. It is legitimately hard for me to finish her music. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Not one bit. she belonged on Baddies, so she like her whole personality just it fits it to a T. But I guess she didn't want to be there because I don't know what happened. So Ian Dior, at the very least, is a tiny bit talented. So it is Stunner Girl. Flyana Boss versus Young Bands. Crazy, but both. I ain't gonna lie, man. Flyana Boss, they're just tryhards to me. Like they're such tryhards, and nobody is no one better get ready to tell me that they didn't look like industry plants. Like, I forget what it was, but they were in the crowd somewhere, and like the camera just kept panning to them, like checking on their reaction on shit. It's like they were no different from like anyone else in the crowd. It actually was before they blew up for that one little verse. I forgot what the song was even called, but you know what I'm talking about. Get in, Cinnamon. I'm feeling him. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. The little 8K running video. But yeah, no, it's annoying. These two, it's not good. They tried to come off being the female Brockhampton, but it doesn't work like that, honestly. So I don't care for it. I guess they're mildly successful. They may break out one of these days, but maybe not. I mean, you know, they are in their early 30s. I think they're like 31 each, maybe. I don't know. They're really protecting their ages. They don't want to tell anyone because, you know, the joke going on was that they were actually 40, in their 40s, but I don't think that's the case. They don't look like they could be in their 40s. Maybe not. I don't know. Young Bands, super disappointing rapper. Coming up with Playboi Carti and being on your own and, you know, continuing to make pretty subpar music is really sad, actually. You watch your tag team partner basically take off and become a, like, you know, a super success, and then you're just steadily falling and like everything you do is not good enough. It's kind of depressing, honestly. It's Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. It's goddamn Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. It's goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Damn. I had another one in mind, but I forgot. It was another rap duo though. But yeah, you guys get the point. Young Band's just, I don't know, man. There's just no energy. There's no reason. Like, he's like, this may sound crazy. He's one of the least essential artists ever. You get rid of him and like, I really feel like you lose. Like, there's like butterfly effects with so many artists in history. I don't feel like he affects not one artist. I feel like not anything would change without him. Not even Carti himself would change without Young Bands. I feel like nothing changes without Young Bands. Same can be said about Flyana Boss personally, but I mean, who would I rather listen to between these two? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna pick the tryhards. Flow, that's him at them. Oh my God. Flow Rider versus 645 AR. I'm sure some of y'all may have thrown your hands up going, oh, he's just gonna win because, you know what I'm saying, oh man, Lee doesn't like him at all. Listen, man. Listen. He actually dropped the squeaky voice for a little second. And he didn't sound too bad. So he's not as bad as I thought. But then he went back to the squeaky voice recently. And yeah, you know. So for this one, first, let's talk about Flow Rider first. Okay? Flow Rider, he's got some catchy tunes. He's got catchy hits. He's got, you know, that's what he's got going for him right now. He's you know, he's got something going for him at the very least. 645 AR, the mouse rapper, he just, for him, I have to go off of like lyrics. And some of his lyrics are kind of hard. But like still, even with me giving that little handicap, like it's still him. OJ the Juice Man versus Sukihana. I actually used to think that OJ the Juice Man was the worst rapper ever. Y'all remember. Y'all were here during that era. I used to think that he was the worst rapper ever. Then I sat down and actually listened to some more of his music, and it wasn't that bad, but it was still bad. He's still one of the worst of all time, but like, you know, I gave him a little bit of grace. Sukihana, on the other hand, Sukihana may not be able to be saved. Musically, she may not be able to be saved. Now, she does talk a good game, and she does walk it like she talks it. She is a freak, and she does live that lifestyle. She's on OnlyFans, and she's actually like the things she talks about, she's doing. So I'll say this much: Sukihana is one of the realest out here. I give her tons and tons of credit for that. She's actually walking the walk. She's not a cap rapper. She's not at all. You know what I'm saying? And she was on a track talking about, I just sucked his neck. Like, I believe she did that. I do believe she did that. She's talking about eating dudes' asses. I do believe she did that. I believe it. I do. So, yeah. I'm going, you know what? I'm going Sukihana here. Iggy versus Black Youngster. Oh yeah, Iggy for sure. Round two, man. Okay, so we got some familiar faces. So we just talked about Iggy Azalea. She's right here going against Lil Twist. Is Iggy better than Lil Twist? Is Lil Twist better than Iggy? Oh man. Oh, this is tough here. I guess for this round, we can kind of like blitz through some of these because we kind of gave our explanation behind, you know, some of these artists. But, oh man, you know, let's give this one to, you know what? Iggy still, yep. Rich the Kid and 6'4". Oh shit. Bars wise is okay. Let me look up a 645 AR song. Let me look one up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up a 645 AR song. Bible and a K. I'll pick that one. I remember those days I ain't have no racks. I remember those days I ain't have no stacks. You want respect? Go get you a stat. 3 dicks on me, you hoe. Huh? Yeah, that's enough said. Okay. Sukihana versus, whoa. We got a real freak versus the fake freak. We got Miss Suck a Dick on Camera versus, yeah, I'm just taking clothes off. Yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here. Who's better though? I ain't gonna lie. She's actually worse. So Pop Cocaine, you're actually worse than Sukihana. Ruby Rose versus Chanel West Coast. Oh man, Jesus Christ. Right back to the picture. Oh my God. Oh man. I guess to procrastinate for a second, man. Let's just talk about the fact that, you know, Ruby Rose, like, you know, she just stays trending, man. She just stays trending. All right, that's enough, actually. I can look at Ruby Rose whenever I want to. Chanel. Oh my God, this is actually kind of tough. Well, okay, look, I'll say this much. At the very least, Ruby Rose actually has like some decent bars that I actually feel like she lives. I don't really care too much about legitimacy and lyricism too much, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of these, like I feel like 95% of the rappers do not live what they talk about. But in this case, because I mean, both of them are boring. Ruby Rose is boring. Chanel West Coast is boring. Both their energies are so bad. Bars, yeah, never mind. That's all I had to say. Chanel West Coast wins that one. YK Osiris versus Lil Mama. We got two of the corniest fucking artists ever. Oh my god, these pairings are beautiful. Lil Mama, I think you're worse. Smokey Job versus the Island Boys. Woo! Oh my god. It might have to come down to a bars versus bars thing. Because holy shit. These, both of them, like voice for voice, is just god awful.